Hey, what's up, you guys? Happy Saturday. Welcome to episode 17 of the First and 10 NFL New York Jets podcast. How you doing this morning, brother?
Brother, I'm in a ranting mood. I really am. You know what? I was almost going to call you 2 days ago to say, let's do this show now while I'm fired up.
Why you're fired up?
Yeah, but my better half always tells me, and thank God for her, Greg, sleep on it 24 hours. Like, don't, spew out the mouth because you might have regrets the next day for what you're saying. But it's been 48 hours and I don't have any regrets. I'm really in a rant mood today. And it all starts with, I'm getting right into it, brother. So I'm sorry. Just jump in, interrupt me.
No, go.
It all
Let's
starts
go.
with a couple of days ago, Ian Rappaport puts out there about Urban Meyer and his suspension, I guess, from the college ranks or whatever. It has nothing to do with Jacksonville. But he's being suspended, I guess, for some coach he hired in the college ranks, then brought him to Jacksonville, who retired or stepped down like a week later. And now it comes out this coach said some racial insensitive things, and this is what the Jacksonville Jaguars need. So
what a circus.
Exactly. This is what Trevor Lawrence needs. But my comment was more to all the reporters out there and all these sports media gurus who said all during last season, Trevor will be crazy to come to New York. He should demand a trade. He should demand his way out of New York.
The circus is in Jacksonville, not New York.
Exactly. So I fired back. I not fired back, but I just commented on Ian Rappaport's thing. How do the Jets look now, sports reporters, that you all wanted Trevor to demand a trade? How do we look now? Okay? And this is just my opinion. I wouldn't be surprised. And I'm not a Zach Wilson guy. People know that. But right. I'll tell you something. It's looking like Zach Wilson might turn out to be not only a better draft pick, but a better player, because while Jacksonville is sinking, our ship is rising.
That's right. That's right, brother. Absolutely.
And I got hit with some Chicago Bears fan who's going to knock my team. Are you kidding me?
Wait, the Bears?
Yeah, with Mr. Dalton as your starting quarterback. Let me tell you something, Mr. Bears fan, and I said this to him in the thing. 51 years, we both won one Super Bowl. So easy with how great your Chicago. I know.
Whoa. And not only have we each won one, but ours was historic.
Yeah, that's true. Exactly. And I understand the Bears are rich in history and rich in tradition. We can't touch that. But that was before 1967. Since the merger, you won one. I get it. You weren't two. You won one. But right now, your stock is sinking while my team is rising. So I don't want to hear it. You know what? I don't want to hear it. You're going to come after my team. 17 players were arrested over the summer. Not one of them was a Jet.
Thank God for once.
The culture is changing, people.
Damn right. That's what I was just going to say. Damn
now,
right.
I know we have to go out and prove it, Kevin, and hopefully we do. But enough with knocking my team. What is Jacksonville Jaguars one that fan base is going to knock my Jet team?
And it's old hat knocking the Jets. All right, we get it.
Easy.
We get it. All right. Yeah, all right.
And you know what, Kevin? It's probably easy because you get a story. Go ahead.
Everybody's team went through dry periods at one time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, okay, ours may be a little longer than the other guy, but what the hell?
And the fact that we don't have any division wins to hold under our hat or any, division titles, or we haven't been to a Super Bowl, I get all that. I'm realistic. But when your team is just as bad as mine, don't come knocking my team. Look in the mirror. Glass houses here.
Exactly. Come on, man.
Now, the other thing that Jet fans, now I'm going to go to the Jets and Joe Douglas, because too many people look at Joe Douglas with rose-colored glasses. And I'm guilty of it. One day I like him, one day I love him, okay? Everyone's acting like if we lose Marcus Maye, it's okay.
No, it's not okay.
Tell me what picks so far Joe Douglas made has panned out. Now, we're going to see these guys this year. But last year's picks, other than the punter, who panned out?
And I mean, you can scream Becton all you want, but he can't stay on the field.
Exactly. And I love Becton. We're both
Me too.
big
No,
Becton
me
guys.
too, man. No, I'm not killing him. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying,
But
you
he
got to
had-
look at it for what it is.
He had 7 picks last year, and 2 of them are our starters. Becton won, who has injuries, and hopefully now with this new eating regimen and diet, he looks great. Hopefully he's on the mend. But when our punter was the only one who stayed out healthy and on the field out of his draft picks, let's not anoint Joe D yet.
No.
We all say we want character players here. Marcus Maye is a character player.
Exactly. And
Now,
and he's talented. Oh
Yeah.
my God. Well, oh God, let's get rid of him. He's talented.
Yeah. Now, his franchise tag is 10.5, and the Joe D camp wanted to undercut him on that? Come on. Now, don't get me wrong, Kevin. I heard Jet fans say, and I agree, I'm not paying him 17, 18 million a year.
Yeah, okay, but they offered him 20% lower than the tag.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
I'd tell him to go scratch too. What are you, crazy?
Exactly. Now, Kevin, I'm not saying 18 million like I heard, but between 11 and 13 million, you give him 39 million for 3 years. That's 13 million a year. You make 15 of it, 16 million of it guaranteed. That's not a good enough deal?
I mean, the tag was 10.6 and you offered him 20% under that?
Yeah. And I'm tired of
like I said the other day, like the birds in the morning, cheap.
Yeah, and Joe D we trust. You see, I'm starting to think that Joe D has such an ego that he feels he is going to win a Super Bowl, and I hope so, but he's going to win it with all 53 players being his
guys, yeah.
Let me tell you something, Jet fans. We better be worried for Quinnen Williams because Joe D didn't bring him in.
That's what I'm saying. He's talented. Oh God, let's get rid of him.
Yeah,
that's what we do. And they go to another team and they become a damn star.
Seriously, I'm tired. Quinnen Williams, you better have an all-pro year because he's not re-signing you because you're not one of his guys.
And to extend on this May thing, I read this morning about 6 teams that could trade for May.
Yeah, I heard that too, brother. I heard that too.
This year.
I know. I heard somebody say, all right, good riddance, we'll get more draft picks. These draft picks have to pan out.
And you know what one of the teams is? The Jags.
Yeah. These draft picks have to pan out.
You can't make this shit up.
No. It's days of our lives of football. But I'm tired of anointing Joe D like he knows what he's doing until these draft picks pan out.
Mm-hmm. I got you. I'm
tired of hearing Zach Wilson's lighting it up. He's lighting it up in 7-on-7 practice. Yeah. I light it up when I was 21 out on the field when I played with my buddies.
You and me both.
My God, let's.
You know how many Sundays I lit it up in the parking lot of the Meadowlands?
My God, let's reel it in. We talked about having character players. We already send one out the door. Now we're going to send this guy out the door. Now, Kevin, if it comes down in the next couple of days, he wanted $18-20 million a year, I'll retract what I'm saying. But I think
no. I wouldn't retract what you're saying. Okay, if he wanted 18, the tag's 10.6. Okay, come back at 11 or 12.
That's what I said.
Don't come back 20% under the tag.
Exactly.
That's like a blatant FU,
Yeah. That's almost like I'm Joe D saying, I know my picks are gonna pan out because I picked them, and you can go scratch. You're not one of my guys.
That's what I just said. Yeah.
Now, let me ask you another question, because like I said, I'm a little hot under the collar, and sometimes I
no.
Yeah. And you know what, Kevin? I'm guilty of thinking before I speak. But you know what? If you're a free agent, let's say you're 25 or 26 years old, you're a free agent. Do you want to come to New York? Now, I understand they're riding the ship, but here's my worry. I'm 26. I signed a 3-year deal with the Jets. But then after that, after the 3-year deal is up, they're going to try to undercut me when I gave them the best 3 years of my life. Now I have to go somewhere else and get another contract.
And Maye is a perfect example. Yep.
My God, there was an article I saw this morning. Let's see if I could pull it up. I feel like Adam Schefter reading off the phone. See if I can pull up this article.
Breaking news, breaking news.
Yeah. New York Jet fans, New York Jets are fools for not paying Marcus Maye. I'm not going to read the whole. That's the storyline. People could find it. It's on one of the apps. I'm just so. Please, people. I'm a big Jet fan. I want good things for them, but everything Joe Douglas is doing is not gold. So take the rose-colored glasses off. Mm-hmm. Marcus Maye is a good character player. He's the leader of that defense. He's got the most experience.
Hey, he's the back end QB, man.
Yeah, and I understand it's a new scheme fit. I get it. But you know what? He's a football player. If he's worth his salt, he'll grasp it, and I'm sure he will. He's played under Bowles, he's played under Gase, and he grasped those defenses.
Yep.
How good they were, those defenses, it's not for us to say. The fact he grasped those defenses and he played well in them.
And I mean, all you got to look is at some of his interceptions. Look at the technique the guy has, man. It's insane, and you're screwing around for.
Really?
I don't know.
Yeah, and you know what, Kevin? I wouldn't be this hot under the collar if Joe Douglas, if he didn't come on every friggin' news report and say, we really like this guy, we want to get him signed. You gave us that shit with Jamal Adams. All right, Jamal Adams deserved out. But now you're giving us the same crap with Marcus Maye, who has not said boo. Not said boo.
Now, remember, this is the guy who went to Sam's parents and said, I'm going to do everything I can to protect him and build around him. And don't you worry. I got it.
You know what, Joe D? Sometimes silence is golden. Don't say anything. Stop
Exactly.
it. Stop it.
Exactly.
Stop telling us you want to get this guy signed. Stop it. Just come on and say, listen, we're going to do everything we can. We'll let you know once it gets done. Stop telling us this. You want him here. You don't want anyone here that you didn't
pick.
That's right. And tell me, Jet fans, that's not starting to look obvious.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm to expand on these teams again. The Jags, okay, that could trade for Maye. The Raiders, the Ravens, the Panthers, the Cowboys, which I could totally see Jerry Jones bucking up for him.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And Washington.
Yeah.
I mean,
who's got a good enough defense without him?
Yeah, right. I mean, they got Landon Collins, and imagine if they had both of them.
My God. Enough already. You know what? And Kevin, like I said, I don't think I would be this hot under the collar if Joe D would stop coming out and telling us who's he going to bring back, and he never brings these people back.
He never brings them back. Poole is still sitting out there. What are you doing?
My God. That's because, Kevin, I think they're so high on these draft. And listen, I hope it turns out right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. Listen, I just want to win.
Yes.
Okay.
I said to you, and I'm sticking by it. I don't know what episode it was, and I forgot what in context I said it to. I am willing to throw the 2 eggs on my face right here if I'm wrong about all this. But until these weapons, or these so-called weapons that we drafted, I'm talking about on offense and defense, pans out, enough with anointing Joe Douglas the King of Kings.
Absolutely.
And Joe D, trust. What has he done that we're trusting so far? We won 2 games last year. You know what?
Bingo!
Yeah. You know what? We can kill Gase, and believe me,
it's easy. That's easy. No, that's easy. It's easy to do.
You know what? But you know what, Joe D? You drafted last year 7 picks, okay? Mekhi Becton looks like he's a stud, although we'll have to take a wait-and-see approach. Mm-hmm. But the punter was the only one who played all 16 games and looks like he's a talent. So let's not – Ashton Davis can't get on the field.
He's a draft genius, isn't he?
Zanuga can't get on the field. I believe he drafted Cameron Cook. I don't have the names in front of me. So you know what? Enough with Joe D. We trust. You know what? Again, win 12 games this year, I'll throw 3 eggs on my
Oh,
and I'll admit I was
I'll
wrong.
set you win 12 games. I'll send you freaking flowers, dude.
My God, the rose-colored, and no one has. Listen, I've always
To
had
go with those rose-colored glasses.
Yeah, I've always had rose-colored glasses. The last 20 years, I have the Jets 11-5, and where did we go?
Yeah, and we get those glasses freaking stuck, you know where.
Now I'm not putting the rose-colored. I'm taking this wait and see approach. But the fact that everywhere I read, Joe D, we trust. Joe D, we trust.
Listen,
Joe D, we trust.
The fact that we've gone through Bowles, Gase, and now we're on the third coach. We're on who knows how many GMs.
My God.
I mean, they don't stay around long, so.
And listen, again, I want to say I'm hoping we're preparing, we're building for something. And yes, we need to be patient. But to start taking away character players and talented players because you want to nip and dime 5, 10, whatever. I can't. Mm-hmm. And I know Jet fans, and you'll read it everywhere. You'll go on a million podcasts who all think differently. This is my opinion, and I'm entitled to it.
Bingo.
You can whip me in the comments. I welcome it. But this is my opinion, just like these other podcasts have their opinion. I'm tired of losing good character players.
We're thinking exactly alike. We've said it episode after episode after episode.
Kevin, you want to tell me last year Ashton Davis lit it up? Then I would say, okay, screw Marcus Maye. He doesn't want what we are offering, and he doesn't want to be on a.
No. You could see by some of the plays Maye makes that he's a special safety. Absolutely.
My God. Like if
there's no question about it. And you're screwing around over a couple million. It's freaking ridiculous. And it's not like you don't have the cap space either.
No, exactly. And you want to get rid of Marcus Maye. Let me tell you something, Jet fans. We all should be worried about who's going to back up little Zachy if little Zachy ever gets hurt. Because Captain Morgan is not the man, and neither is whatever his name is, White or whatever his friggin' name is, the other third-string quarterback.
Oh, man. Yeah, I can't even remember. Who knows? I keep hearing Foles, but they don't do nothing. So
well, that Foles thing is they're not going to trade for him. They're going to wait for him to get cut. So you know what's going to happen, Kevin? He's going to get cut in late August.
And he's going to go to a better team, probably.
Well, not that. We'll bring him in, but you know what? He's not going to be ready because he didn't have any practice. Doesn't know the
playbook. It wasn't a training camp, right? Yeah. He's got to get up to speed. He'll be standing over there for the first 4 weeks with a baseball cap and a clipboard.
But that would be
a headset on.
If you bring him in, let's say in late August, and Zach Wilson, and let's hope not, I don't want to jinx it, goes down in week 2. I don't care. Foles is not going to be up to speed. And before you know, we're going to be 0-5 when we're talking about next year's draft pick.
Yeah, and it's going to be over by Halloween again.
Yeah. I mean, if you're seriously about Foles, which I think they are, but again, they're going to wait for him to get cut, and hopefully sooner than later. Let's get the backup in here now and start learning this system.
You need a freaking veteran backup, period. Okay. Period. Holy crap. What happened when Sam went out? I mean, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I know you had the dude you got from Denver or whatever. And
he went out 3 plays later.
3 plays later, he goes out, and then there was that dude from Walmart.
Yeah.
Don't hit me. We've been through all this, so it's the same crap. It's the same crap. All we can do is keep the fingers crossed and hope that things are looking up, and hope this is the turning point in this freaking franchise's history.
Yeah, let's hope. Let's hope. And again, I'll be the first to throw egg on my face if it is. Now, maybe Joe D, and I think I said this last week, my observation was that Joe D does not want to pay him because he wants to see how he plays well in this new scheme fit.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. But again, I don't know if that's a smart approach, Kev. I don't know if that's a smart approach. Let me tell you something, everyone.
We shall see.
If Marcus Maye, in this system that seems to be a good system, lights it up. He's not coming back.
No,
He's not coming back.
somebody's going to pay him a fortune to come anchor the middle for their
And then
team.
all the Jet fans will be saying, why didn't we sign him when we had the chance? Because Joe D wanted a nickel and dime and take a what if see approach.
Like the birds in the morning. Cheap, cheap, cheap.
Now, I'm too old to have my blood pressure this high for a full hour. So I'm going to take a deep breath and we'll hit some of the topics that I jotted down for this week.
And I have to say, we're joined by a couple of friends this morning.
I see them there.
Mr. Pro Bowler himself, Al, Where's My Cartoon?
Yeah, can we turn him around? Can we turn Mr. Toon around? Let's see that. Very nice.
Making a nice catch.
Very nice.
There he is.
Very nice.
He's hanging out. We got Chad.
Yeah. Now let me ask you a story about the Chad one, because I had one like that.
And the man himself.
My favorite Martin.
Favorite Martin.
Yeah. Where did you get the Pennington one?
Oh man, I can't even remember. I might have gotten it at the stadium.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I went a long time ago, and this will tie into my first topic. I think my daughter was born. She may be this big, like baby. And we went to one of the Jet practices, and that day they were giving out the Pennington bobblehead.
Okay.
Now, I'm very superstitious, or I was. Like, I'm the type of guy that if I'm sitting like this and the Jets score a touchdown, well, now all offense, I'll sit like this because I think that's why they scored the touchdown.
Are you like you only wear, like if you wear a certain set of clothes on a Sunday and they kill the team, you're going to wear the same damn set next Sunday?
I'm not that bad. I do.
That's how I roll.
Wow. If I'm unshaven and the Jets win, I won't shave until they lose.
Oh, same shit.
Here's what I used to do, and I've done it for about 5 years. I didn't do it under the Gase years. I wore the other team's colors because I thought if the guys
it's like a Maloika.
Yeah, I thought if the football gods thought I was a fan of that team, he helped my.
Well, after we get through your topics here, I got some stories here of this little towel behind me hanging up.
Cool.
Winning, we're in.
I have that too.
It's not very often we get to say that.
Yeah, true. Unlike the Bears. I got to throw my name. Yep. So let me tell you a story. We were at the Jet practice, and they gave out the Pennington doll, the bobblehead. Mm-hmm. And because we were 3, we each got one. So I said, all right, I'm going to open one, put it on the mantle, and the other 2 we'll put in storage and we'll save. So I open it, I grab the doll, and I look, and I drop it and break it. So what happens? I think it was the same year. Pennington got hurt that year.
Unbelievable. It's like a curse. It's the curse. It's the curse.
Jinx.
It's the freaking curse.
Talking about Jet practices, you did report last week that the Jets will hold 8 open practices. Mm-hmm. You announced the Packer one, which was spot on, mm-hmm. and they also announced the Eagle one.
Yes,
which was nice.
Yes.
So
they sold out every practice like within an hour.
Yep. All 8 practices. And I was going to announce the dates on here, but who knew they were going to sell out that quick? So Jet fans out there don't need me now to announce the dates. They already know, what's happening on that. So that took 2 topics right away. Are you going?
I will be. I didn't get a practice ticket, but I will be going to the green and white practice at the stadium. Yeah, excellent. I'm going with my brother. So
all right. Definitely take some video to post on the site and everything. That would be awesome. Cool.
I'm going to take some videos. I'm going to take some pictures, and we're going to throw it up on all our sites everywhere. So
I'm glad you're there. You'll represent the podcast. Awesome.
Absolutely. And I'll be happy to share it with all you guys.
Great work. So this is a topic that's getting to be old on here, but again, it's the dead period, so we'll report. And I said to you last week, I'll come on here next week with a new roster bubble. Who's this? Who's that?
Who's on the edge?
Yeah. But this is almost positive. The rose-colored positive. 4 Jets poised for breakout seasons. Yeah. I'll say the names. You could chime in. Number 1 on the list was
the punter.
Yeah. Number 1 on the list for bounce back season, Jamison Crowder.
Well, who'd have thought that would be the case?
Yeah. Who we didn't want to really sign.
Yeah.
Who had to take or leave our offer.
Which is exactly why I was constantly yelling to keep frickin' Crowder.
Yep. This reporter thinks he's going to have a bounce back season because he's the perfect fit for a LaFleur scheme.
So does this reporter.
Yeah. Yeah. Another name on the list, which I brought up last week, Connor McGovern, the center.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't healthy last year. He's 100%. So if he stays healthy,
yep,
with the blocking scheme that they run, McGovern could shine.
Absolutely.
Jared Davis, the linebacker from Detroit. Everyone says perfect guy for this scheme system.
Perfect fit.
Perfect guy. And another guy, again, perfect for the scheme system, LaMarcus Joyner. So
there's one name that I would add to that.
Okay, go for it.
CJ Mosley.
Okay. All right. I'm not going to argue with you.
Talk about a bounce back season. Watch.
Yeah, he needs it.
Watch.
He needs it because I believe technically, is this the last year of the contract? Or was 2020 voided because he sat out and they have to add
I don't know. I'm not sure
that
on
either.
that. Yeah,
if someone
sure
knows, comment on the bottom.
Please, please let us know.
Feel free, like, subscribe, comment, positive, negative. Please subscribe, whatever. And
let's go. It's almost here. Holy crap.
I know.
Can you believe it? Can you believe it?
Yeah. July, we're 10 days away from our first practice. It's going to be great. We're going to actually get.
Yes, absolutely. And August 7th is the night at the stadium.
Yes.
So I'm sure there's tickets available, you guys. So go online and pick them up.
I'm going to check. But I know they sold out quick, which is great to see, And again, we already touched on this. Is Marcus Maye's days with the Jets numbered?
Yep.
My worry is do the Jets trade him in mid-August? Like some team really comes calling that's desperate and they get rid of him in mid-August.
Well, yeah. I mean,
how rich?
I just gave you 6. So the Jags.
How much will these teams have to give us for you to trade Marcus Maye?
Good question. It depends, I guess. Depends on the injuries we get. We may need something. Yeah. By then,
Very, very interesting.
Somebody goes down in training camp, an important piece. Who knows? Like I said, Jags, Raiders, Ravens, Panthers, Cowboys, and Washington. The Cowboys really jump out to me.
Yeah, wow.
They really jump out to me as a possibility. No, number one, it's out of the conference. Okay. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
So and Jerry's a wheeler dealer, man.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Yeah, he ain't afraid. He ain't afraid to spend. No way.
He is.
So
what did you think of? It was a small story. Zach Wilson, the 2 backup quarterbacks, Corey Davis and Kean Cole meeting somewhere in Tampa for a
yes,
workout.
I saw that. I heard it went very well too.
Now, they showed a picture of who was in the camp. I didn't recognize some of the other players. They probably weren't even Jets. But are you a little annoyed that no other Jet wide receiver other than Davis and Cole, and to their credit, bravo, showed up for this?
Well, okay, but did he invite everybody?
I would think he would have had to.
I would
I mean,
think
that would be
so.
pretty stupid
I
not to.
I wouldn't want to alienate any of my
Exactly.
receivers.
First of all, I wouldn't even invite if I don't know if this was Zach's camp or it was Zach's invite, but
Yeah, or something they were a part of. I don't know.
Because me personally, I wouldn't invite the two backup quarterbacks. I'm competing against them.
Yeah.
So you two.
Stay home.
Yeah.
Stay home.
Hold my towel.
Yeah, winning, we're in.
Yeah. I was just a little surprised there weren't any other wide receivers there. It was a picture of 9. I didn't recognize 2 of the other 3, but that doesn't mean they were on my team. But anyway, another thing we talked about in my rant, how so many players in this offseason are getting arrested. How lucky are we that we didn't sign one Richard Sherman?
Good point. Good point. And you know, for once, it's not us.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, as a free agent, it's nobody. So that's, probably a good thing. But, Kevin, hopefully they clear his name and this was just all misconstrued and just one bad night. Like, that's why my better half always says, wait 24 hours before you act, before.
Cool down.
Yeah, because how it looks at night doesn't always look the same way in the morning.
Don't reply to that email or text when you're pissed.
Yeah, which I have to learn.
Oh, man, it took me a long time, believe me.
Yeah.
Believe me. Let's get to let's what else you got? You got anything else?
I just got one thing, and I just don't get it, and far be it for me to say, but why is it such big news that Roethlisberger is in good shape? Shouldn't he be? Shouldn't all these players be? They're getting paid millions.
I have 2 words to say to that. Who cares?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I don't know why it's breaking news. All right, maybe he was a little out of shape last year. But why is it big news? He should. If a player gets out of shape, they got no one to blame but themselves.
Who cares? Don't get me started on Roethlisberger anyway, because I got personal opinions about him. So, but we won't even go there.
All right, that's fine. I just didn't get why this was a topic or a story. He should be in the best shape of his life.
You know why it's a topic? Because training camp hasn't started yet.
Yeah, I guess
they're looking for something to talk about.
But they're also looking because Pittsburgh's been good for so long. They want to keep them relevant because I don't think they're going to be that good this year.
No, they weren't that good last year.
Yeah. Well, they had that 5-game losing streak after starting 11, but whatever. Mm-hmm. I think, and again, the Ravens and the Browns are going to be hard to beat if you're the Steelers.
Yep. And
Cincinnati is coming on, so they have to keep the Steelers relevant. So they're going to say, well, Roethlisberger's in the best shape of his life. Everyone's always in the best shape of their life, yet they're never in any shape. He's in good shape. Well, he should be.
Oh, you're killing me.
Pay me his salary, Kevin, and I would have.
And I'll work out every freaking day.
My God, that's all my job is to
a couple times a day.
Yeah, if that's listen, I love being in the gym. I'm a gym rat, but my downfall is that I can't eat, salmon every day. So I have to eat some crap meat too, because that's what I could put on my table. But if I could afford what a Roethlisberger could afford, believe me, you could do a transformation. I mean, I'll prove to you the shape I'm in.
Absolutely. Oh, same here, man.
These guys are athletes. They're not in the best shape.
That's your job.
My God. And it's breaking news because he's in good shape.
That's your job. What the hell else do you do?
My God. Anyway.
I'm
done. Those were my topics for today. I ranted enough.
Well, let's get to the new segment here, some show and tell.
Cool. I'm ready for it.
Let's start with the win and we're in towel back here. Harkens me to a game I attended on January 3rd, 2010. Against the Cincinnati Bengals, Rex was all fired up. We had to win to get in, okay? And I remember what stands out to me in that game was Brad Smith taking it to the house.
Twice,
Okay,
right? Didn't he do it twice?
Yes. Remember Brad Smith,
Yeah.
man?
Oh,
How
yeah.
badass was he?
Yeah.
You talk about a returner.
Yeah.
Every time he touched the ball, I was like, man, he's gonna take it back. He's gonna
Yeah.
take it back. We wound up winning that game 37-0. So, needless
Now,
to say, we were a little fired up.
you were at that game, correct?
Yes, I was. That's where I got the towel.
Yeah, I wasn't at that game, but I got the towel too.
Nice.
I got it somehow. I don't remember how or why, but I have to tell you a story about the game because you being at the game, me watching it at home. It was an NBC primetime game. Al Michaels, who I can't stomach, and Chris Collinsworth.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it was.
And all
it was
we heard,
yes.
and maybe other Jet fans could chime in on the thing.
They actually flexed it to a Sunday night.
Yes, but all I heard for 3 hours, even as we were kicking their butts up and down the field, Cincinnati is not going to show the Jets anything tonight.
Yeah, because they're playing next week in the wild card round. We beat your ass again, too.
And that was my point. Al No Lip Michaels sitting there and what happened the following week? We beat their asses again. At least we were kind enough to let them score one touchdown this time.
Damn right.
Beat their asses again.
We're gonna give a shout out to our special teams coach, Mr. Leon.
There we go.
Another cool game I attended on November 18th, 2017 was Curtis Martin Day. Martin Day.
Wow, that is cool. Is there a picture? Did you show the picture on the back to the fans? Very nice. Okay. Awesome. Yes. Love it. Awesome.
Pittsburgh Steelers, which we beat them too, 1916.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very nice.
Let's keep going here. Another ode to Super Bowl III.
All right, very nice.
One of my favorites.
Whoa! Holy crap!
Whoa!
Wow!
Yeah, Namath Unitas.
Holy crap! Hey,
full sized.
Wow! You'll have to tell me. You'll have to tell me off camera. What does that go for? That could fetch you a pretty penny, no? Very nice. Very nice.
Including this one. Little Namath Maynard.
Holy crap. And I love the helmets. They're sitting there like that. Very cool. Wow.
Along with the cards, too.
That is some awesome show and tell. Wow.
Yes. So we will preserve the rest for next week.
Okay. Also next week, because we talked about all this and I ranted, I want to talk about they updated the sack totals.
Yes. I saw that.
And it might lead me into a rant next week because with the new sack totals, the numbers for Klecko and Gastineau
are off the charts.
How are and I'm going to try to stay calm. I'm going to save my rant for next week. How are these two not in the Hall of Fame?
It's a joke.
How are these two not in the Hall of Fame?
It's a joke. They were two dudes that were part of one of the badassest defensive lines in NFL history, and they're not in the Hall of Fame.
When they name you,
I know why, because they were on the frickin' Jets.
Yeah. When you're named the Sack Exchange and jerseys are selling off the shelf and people are buying the posters, the NFL is making money off of all that, and these two got jerked. Anyway, hopefully we'll get into it next week. The numbers are telling. The numbers are telling.
Klecko, Gastineau, Lions, Salam.
Yep.
Badass.
But the Klecko, and I'm not trying to listen. They worked cohesive. It all worked. Gastineau and Klecko couldn't get these numbers without Lions and Salam. beating up some guys and making it easy, leading some of the pressure.
Yep.
But the numbers on Klecko and Gastineau with these new sack totals
Are insane.
How are these two not in the Hall of Fame? I don't want to end on a rant. I want to save
It's a
it.
joke. Yeah, let's save it, baby. Save it.
Yeah, and we'll see more news this week, what goes down or whatever.
Absolutely.
Anyway.
And man, we're almost there. We're almost there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, man. Another great one.
Yes.
Great one.
Enjoyed it.
Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed the show and tell. You got something to show, man? Come on. Let's see it. You got some football memorabilia? No matter. It doesn't matter if it's the Jets, the Giants, the Chiefs, the Niners, the Pats. We don't care. Come on. Hell
We always say, you guys want to come on, let us know. But you know what? Reach out to us. You guys say you want to come on, then we'll get in touch with you. But let's do this. Come on. We want you on. We want you on.
It's almost go time.
Oh, yeah. All gas, no break.
Yeah, let's go, baby. All right, brother. You have a good rest of your Saturday.
You too. You too.
You guys do the same, and we'll see you next week. All right? Get up. We'll talk to you later.
All right.